Davey, a good week in the past week, 2 wins across 2 competitions. You must be pleased with how the squad's playing and performing.
Yeah, I think even going back to the week before, I think we're creating chances in games, and really that's all you can ask. I do think we'll probably take more of the chances we're creating, but I think we're playing fairly well, keeping the ball, creating chances and winning games of football, and that's a huge positive for the players. Only the Queen's Park game's a draw, but the chances we had in that game to win it. So I've been fairly, since the Dunfermline game, I think the boys have reacted quite well.
Number of changes on Tuesday night. Were you pleased with the impact a couple of the fringe players, or maybe players who haven't featured as much as you maybe hoped, had in the game?
Was I pleased with I think all of them, to be fair. I don't think there was anybody on the park that you could say never applied themselves properly or never played well. And it's always difficult. You've not played a lot of football and you're throwing boys into starting games of football. I think that's always difficult for them. The boys, the actual group's been fairly strong. We've won a lot of football this year. We've only lost that in terms of the league. We've only lost that 1 game, so it's been hard for the boys that are in and around the first team to actually get minutes, get starts in the game. So it was an opportunity to do that, and I was fairly pleased with the majority of them. I don't think there was anybody that went on that was on the part that you could come off and go, I was looking for a wee bit more, because I do think it's difficult to suddenly go for getting many minutes to suddenly starting games of football.
One man who's in a pretty rich vein of form, Stevie May, he's now hit 3 and 3. You spoke about when he arrived in the summer, the impact that he could have on the pitch. Is this what you kind of expected him to bring to the team? Yeah,
I think Stevie needs to become a wee bit more ruthless in terms of he's putting himself as a striker as a priority. Stevie does a lot of work off the ball for the team, and I think he had to do that playing with St Johnstone in the Premier League, so very similar to ourselves. So you sacrifice a wee bit of your own game and you put the team game first. So I now think he's been able to come up with big goals for us, good goals, a couple of left foot finishes as well. So hopefully we can see that kind of continue. He's scoring goals, and that's what you want for any striker, just to be getting in the right places at the right time. And he's actually scored that was 2 outside the box, wasn't it? One was across the front post, and then there was 2 for outside the box. So he's scoring different types of goals as well.
There's a big one tomorrow. We welcome Falkirk here to West Lothian. Quite a cagey affair in the first match between the sides. What do you expect them to bring now that they're visiting us?
I don't think they change. I don't think they've got real momentum behind them, positivity. They've got a group of players that went on that unbeaten run last year. They're taking that into this year. So I don't think Falkirk will change anything they're going to do, and it's more about what can we bring to the game, obviously away from home. Thought it was a decent, I generally thought it was a good game of football. Hopefully we can replicate that tomorrow. We're at home, and the onus is on us to go and try and pick 3 points up, and that's what we're going to try and do. It's a huge game. It's probably at this point the biggest game in Scotland. The national team play tonight. You've got no Premier League fixtures tomorrow, and it's first v second in the champ, second v first, however you want to look at that. So now we need to go out there, we need to try and pick 3 points up, and that's what we're going to try and do.
In terms of team news, Scott Pittman obviously came off last Saturday with concussion. How's the squad shaping up? Is he available for selection? Any bigger news?
Scott's was a wee bit, I'm not so sure it was termed concussion at the time. It was more an impact on his jaw. So I think he felt a wee bit dizzy, whether that's concussion or not, I don't know, but he kind of took an impact on his jaw. It wasn't a head knock as such. So wee Pitts has been back training, he should be okay. His was a wee bit of precaution on Tuesday. Jamie Brandon was struggling with a wee niggle. He's been struggling for a wee niggle for a while, so I think he would have struggled with the Saturday. So Jamie comes back into contention. Danny Wilson's been training. Try to think who else. Danny Wilson, David Carson's been back in training this week. So now we've got a really healthy, competitive squad to pick from going into this game. That's what you want.